Welcome back everybody to another video. I'm so happy to be here. Today we're going to be asking the question, who will you be marrying and what this connection will be like? Before you jump into this and I explain a little bit more, I just want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind. So if you've never done a pick a card before, basically we have 4 piles here. This is group number 1 with the rose quartz crystal, group number 2 with the angelite, group number 3 with the Botswana agate, I believe, I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is, and group number 4 with the blue calcite. So pick the pile that calls the most to you, the crystal that calls out the most, or a number that just pops into your head. All of the timestamps will be linked in the description box below. I'm going to give you guys a minute to meditate on it, and I will see you at your pile. Alrighty, pile number 1 with the rose quartz. This will be your reading. I'm actually just going to put that right there. And the way this is going to work, basically, all of the tarot cards are going to describe what your future spouse will be like, and the oracle cards will describe what this connection and marriage will be like. So let's go ahead and get started to see who it is that you're going to be marrying. This is gender regardless, this is sexuality regardless, this is an open reading for absolutely everybody. So we have the 10 of Swords, Temperance, 3 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Hermit, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so we're actually going to move that out of the way. We're going to place this here so they all fit. Okay, so this person here, let me just put that like that. Sorry, I just like it to be evened out. Let's see if all of that's in the frame. Yep. Okay, so this person here, your future spouse, this is someone who's worked extremely hard for everything that they have. They are a hard worker. Okay, this is a person who has been through hardship. They know what it means to suffer. They know what it means to be in a bad relationship, in a bad situation. This card, low-key, always terrifies me because this person seems so scary, but also seems so hurt at the same time. I don't know how I feel. And your future spouse has really been through some hardship. They've had to suffer and they've had to work hard. But they're a person who sees blessings in disguise. The little things matter to them. I feel like they're extremely talented, but they don't really show it. They're not very showy people. In fact, they might keep to themselves quite a lot, right? We have the Hermit here, but we also have, the Queen of Wands. So this is someone who knows their worth. They know their abilities. They know what they're capable of, but they're not really showing it off. They're more of getting the work done. This person might not show their love so openly in public. I feel like they like to keep the things that truly matter to them to themselves. That includes family, that includes friends, that includes anything that doesn't have to do with, their work, which even that is kind of private. They like to be pretty calm, especially in public. This is probably not someone who wants to have a lot of PDA or public action. They like to keep things pretty moderate. They're extremely mature. So this could be a person who's older than you. Doesn't have to be just old in general, but older than you. They have a lot of wisdom, okay? They've been through the stage of retrospection and introspection plenty of times. They've had to fall back into their shell to reanalyze who they are plenty of times. They don't really have any sort of extreme energy. I feel like they're very balanced. In fact, they're kind of calming, and when you meet them, you might feel at peace. They just know who they are because they've worked at it. They've done this for so long. They've done the self-care and the self-help for so long that they already know who they are and they're successful. This is someone who, once they know they want something, they will go after it. Come hell or high water, this is somebody who's going to charge after what they want. This is also someone who values the truth incredibly. Do not try to BS this person. Do not try to lie to this person because they know, okay? They get like a little tingly sense and they're like, yeah, you're lying to me. And they don't like that. They don't like disrespect. They don't like immaturity. This is, I feel like, someone who is maybe possibly a teacher or an owner of a business, but I feel like they're very serious in public and they might even be serious behind closed doors. But they're not serious in a mean way. They just don't feel the need to be super extroverted or extravagant or all over the place. They find peace in being quiet and calm. But they do have something behind all of that. There is that fire for what they want. And if you are what they want, they will go after you. They will pursue you. It just might not be the normal romance that you're used to. And it might not be so showy. This is not someone who's going to look at you as arm candy. They don't, when you go out with them to dinner or wherever, if you look beautiful, they're going to admire you. They're going to admire how just stunning you are, but they're not going to be showing you off to people. They're just going to enjoy your presence. They don't feel that need to share the things that they have. They're fine with just being themselves. Okay, so I'm going to get some more information through them with what your relationship will be like. So we have wedding. Well, that suits it. Okay, wedding. And we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. When you meet this person, they might not be very much like what you expect or your sort of person. You might be into more youthful or playful people, and this person might come off as very serious. And I think that's also why wedding is here. I mean, obviously I asked who you're going to marry, but for the wedding card to specifically come up, this person wants commitment. They want to settle. They're not here to play games. They don't want the one night stand. They don't want the hookups and the flings and the drama. They want communication. They want honesty. They want truth. And you might not fully be into all of that just yet. Remember, this could be very far in the future. This could also be soon. Who knows? I did not ask the time. I just asked, who is it you're going to marry and what is it going to be like? But you might meet this person, when you're younger. So if you right now are, your early 20s, early 30s, early 40s even, but this person's a little bit wiser, you never know. Sometimes people do get married later on, but I feel like you're still in this stage of just like youthful play, and they might not fully be that way, and maybe you don't feel like right now you're ready to settle down, but this person is. And so when you meet this person, the commitment stage might come pretty fast. Okay, let's see what else. We have the hawk, omens and messages. Yeah, this person is older than you. They're wise, they're smart. I have a feeling they might possibly be a professor. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe that they might teach at some sort of university or something. We have burden, and we have birth and rebirth. You guys are gonna meet them, like I said, in a stage where you're just trying to have fun. You might be into like clubbing or dancing or, staying out really late or staying out on the beach and, doing fun things or whatever. Just, going out a lot, possibly, getting into trouble, not necessarily bad things, but you like to be a little bit mischievous. You like to do things, you like to rebel possibly. And this person might be so wiser or mature that sometimes you might feel like you're a burden to them, or they might feel like they're a burden to you, right? Because they don't want to stay out till 5 a.m. They'll have their nights, they'll have the nights where they want to have fun with you and they want to do all of these things, but they also want to stay home. And they're the sort of person who would love to just, sit at the couch and watch a movie, drink some wine, and relax, and then sleep with you happily. But they're not super spontaneous in a sense. They're not like going to show up randomly when you're working, with like flowers and food and just gonna be like, let's just ditch your job and let's just go somewhere else. They think, like which work and material stuff is important to them in a way. And this might be maybe one of the obstacles in this relationship is that feeling that you guys might be burdens to each other. You love each other so much, and you're different but also similar, that you don't want to hold the other one back. And I feel like this is a both side thing. Like, you might feel like you're a burden to this person because they have to put up with you, but they don't see it that way. And, they might feel like they're a burden to you because they might want to go home a little bit earlier, or they want to stay in on a Friday night. But I also feel like you're not going to mind those things because this is someone that you're going to feel really, really committed to. This is a connection that's very important to you. We have here birth and rebirth. This is someone who's going to change your aspect a lot on life. Like I said, they might be older, and so they're going to come with a lot of wisdom, and they're going to come with a lot of, teachings and lessons and wise words to say to you, and you're going to feel like you're becoming a new person. They're changing you in a good way, in a way that allows you to grow into somebody you might have never become without this person, someone who values family, someone who values, communication and honesty. This person could be an air sign. I have a feeling that is a thing here. They could be an air sign. Could be a Libra. That's what I'm getting. I don't usually read the astrological signs of the tarot. I just kind of go with the signs that I'm getting, and I'm hearing Libra. Yeah, but this is someone who is divine. Okay, this is a divine connection with somebody. This isn't just some random person that you're going to fall in love with and you're just going to get stuck with. This is somebody who is meant to be with you. They're meant to be here with you in this lifetime to help you through things. They're here to help you through moments in your life. I have a feeling that you're probably going to meet them in a really difficult moment in your life when you're not really sure what to do anymore and you feel like all is lost. This is like when this person will completely step into your life and they're going to bring you back down to earth because they are extremely, extremely grounded. Let's see what else we have. I relate in peace. And I am humble. Yeah, this person is humble. Like I said, they're not going to be showing off people. They're not going to be showing off their material wealth. They're not going to be showing off, their new car or their gifts. They're not going to show off the house. They're not going to be, trying to put their life online or any of that. This person likes to keep to themselves. They like the quiet life. They like succeeding and having what they want, and they like doing their job and honing their skills, but they're not the sort of person to just shove that in people's faces. They probably don't have social media. I'm going to be honest with you. They probably don't have social media. I feel very old school energy here. And we have I relate in peace. So yeah, this is someone who's very different from you. I just really feel like some of you are a lot more, not innocent, but like very, what's the word? I don't know, I hear like floaty, like you just kind of like to go from here to there and just, you're like the sunshine and this person's like the moon, but you need both the sun and the moon, and there's not going to be really a struggle when it comes to understanding one another. They understand you and you'll understand them in peace. So I relate in peace. There isn't really going to be arguments about, your personality or, you're too loud or you're too quiet. You guys are going to understand each other on a deeper level, and you're going to really like it because this is someone who's going to ground you, but you're also going to be someone who's going to sort of re-invoke passion in this person's life. And it's going to be a very, very beautiful connection between two people who are going to mature together and also get reintroduced to, the fun aspects of life. This is a very grounded relationship. I don't really feel too many obstacles. I don't really feel too much, recklessness. This doesn't feel like extremely, extremely intense where there's super highs and super lows. This just feels like a very grounded, mature, and stable relationship with a person who understands you and you understand them deeply. There is going to be a lot of love, and there will obviously be moments more of insecurities between both of you because you feel like you're so different that the other person might resent you for that. But it's more going to be difficulties within yourselves rather than within the actual relationship is what I'm feeling. All right, group number 1, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Always love to hear what you guys think. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, group number 2, if you chose the angelite, this will be your reading. Also, this reading is open to any gender, to any sex, to any sexuality. It's just for everybody. So whoever you are, this will pertain to you. The tarot cards will be used to see what your future spouse's personality is like, who they are, and maybe how they love. And then the oracle cards will be more for how this connection will unfold and what it's going to be like. All right, so we have the 3 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Sun. Move that so that it can be like that. The 5 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Okay. Group number 2. Let me make sure that all of that is nice and stable. Yeah, okay. So, group number 2, who is your future spouse? I heard immediately Cancer and Scorpio and possibly Leo. Okay, those are the 3 signs that are jumping out to me: Cancer, Scorpio, and Leo. This is somebody who has a very, very youthful presence. Okay, they have a very young appearance, I feel like. They have really good energy. Okay, extremely. We have the 3 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the Sun right here. What they first appear like to you is just like youthful beauty, just fun, radiance, light. They are really good people, and they're good lovers, and they're also really good friends. This is someone who's extroverted, okay? They love to have, outings. They love to go to new places. They love to meet new people. They're going to be the sort of person who's constantly talking to strangers on the bus, on the train, wherever it is. They're not afraid to strike up conversation. They are lovers. They're not huge physical people in the sense that they're not really, how do I put it? They don't really like to, I don't know how to say, like, it's something with like physical. They're not very aggressive. Okay, with the 5 of Wands, this is someone who is extremely, extremely emotional. I'm just going to say that. They are very emotional, and that could be the only time where they actually get upset is when they let their emotions get the best of them. They feel so strongly. Okay, extremely, extremely strongly. Their emotions, literally, I think they like drive most of their life. That they are always trying to defend their emotions or their feelings or their passions. And wait, let me see what else we have here. Yeah, they're super, super passionate, like crazy passionate about the things in their life. Like they value their happiness over everything. This means they love good food, they love good sex, they love good jobs. They like to make money, but they like to make money in the way that they want. This is someone who probably likes to travel a lot. They're a very free spirit, okay? But they're also very deep as a person. Though they have this sort of like innocence to them, they also have a lot of knowledge, and their intuition is a huge, huge thing in their life. This is probably someone who meditates or does yoga, and they find answers through these sorts of practices, okay? They might like the occult, they might practice witchcraft of some sort, but overall, they're extremely, extremely positive people. They truly do value their happiness over everything. This is someone who won't fight with you just because they want to pick a fight. This is not someone who is going to ever hurt you. This is a very, very positive person. Very, very attractive as well. Okay, super, super attractive. I feel like they have very graceful features, like super soft skin and like soft lips, and probably like sleepy eyes is what I feel. Like they're just so giving and kind, and just around them you feel like you can completely open up. There's some sort of empath, okay? They're probably going to care a lot about their job, in the sense that it has to be something that comes inspired to them, and they don't like to do things that aren't what they choose. You know, they don't want a 9-to-5 where they're going to come home and they're just going to feel completely drained. They want something that's going to create positive energy in their life. They're someone who want to experience beautiful things. That's what I'm hearing constantly. It's like they want to see beautiful things in the world. They want to travel. They love to be outdoors. They are so passionate. The Five of Wands to me here just screams like they have so many ideas in their head, so many thoughts, so many things they want to do, and they sometimes don't know how to ground themselves because they're just constantly thinking and dreaming and creating in their mind. But they want to create all these thoughts into a reality. Okay, let me see how this manifests into the relationship. We have soulmate. Okay, so this is probably going to be your soulmate, a divine connection, someone who's going to bring you happiness. Okay, they're going to love you like crazy. And we have love yourself first. When you meet this person, it is going to be with divine timing. You probably have not met this person yet. And the reason I feel like is you guys still have to go through a lesson of finding your own self and your own purpose. This is somebody, when you meet them, they're going to be so driven by what makes them happy, driven by what they find inspires them in the world, that if you're not ready to have your own passions and your own dreams, you're going to find yourself getting lost in the relationship and lost in this person. They are very, very sure of themselves. This is not somebody who's ever going to be really insecure about what other people think, because they don't really care much about that. They only care about fulfilling their own purpose and fulfilling, their dreams. They probably worship their inner child. Okay, this is someone who likes to have fun. They love to have fun. Very youthful energy. They might be a little bit younger than you. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are going to have to go through a little bit more of an awakening. There is some self-discovery that needs to be done first. So that when you meet this person, so that when you meet this soulmate, this divine connection that is going to be with you for the rest of your life, you can fit in perfectly. Because like I said, a lot of the times when we meet someone who is so sure of themselves and someone who is so driven, someone who is confident and they prioritize their own needs, when we don't feel up to that level, we sometimes get insecure and we'll lose ourselves in that person. We'll focus so much on what they want and their passions and their dreams, since we're not sure of ours, that we sort of tend to lose our own identity. And you guys have to, I think, go through some more discovery of yourself first before this person comes into your life. So we have restriction. Yeah. I feel like if you have met this person before, if this is resonating with someone from your past, you guys might have been separated for some reason, and that's why it's saying you need to love yourself first, because you guys aren't being reunited for a specific reason. However, if you feel like you haven't met this person yet, when you do meet them, there might be something that holds you back from being with them. They could be with another person, or they could be across the country of some sort, but there will be some sort of restriction that keeps you from being with them. And it's going to be something difficult to work through, but I feel like in the end, it's something that's going to allow both of you to grow through that love of distance in a way. I feel like it'll be more intense when you finally come together. We have the King, man, authority, male sexual energy, things pertaining to the law and justice. And we have joy. Wow. This is basically the Sun card to me in this Oracle deck. This relationship is gonna be, what's the word? Pure bliss. That's what it's gonna be like. I feel like you guys have gone through things in your life, and you're probably going to continue to go through things in your life that may be a little bit heavy, okay, maybe a little bit serious. You have to go through some healing and some processing. But when you meet this person, when you finally come in this connection with your soulmate, with your divine partner, with this person who's been placed on the earth alongside you to come together with you to fulfill both of your purposes together, it's going to be like the sun comes out from behind the clouds. Okay, you're gonna start to realize a lot of things about life that you hadn't. This person has extreme masculine energy. This doesn't mean that they are a male necessarily, but that they portray very masculine energy. They're probably like to be on top in a sense, especially with the Two of Cups here, and with the Three of Cups, they're like an extroverted lover. They like to show off, you. They like people to know that you two are in a relationship and that it's a serious thing. And they just love you. Oh my God. Okay. We have, I honor virtue, and I affirm that all life is sacred. This person is extremely, they're beautiful. Okay. They're like nature lovers. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. This is someone that is going to be extremely loyal to you. They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to ever be, I'm lost for words today. Not distrustful, but they're never going to do anything to cause you to question their loyalty or their trust, or anything that's going to put the relationship at risk. Okay, this is a relationship where both of you are going to work together with communication to continue that joyful presence, that joyful energy of the relationship. This relationship and this marriage, what it's going to teach you is to find the beauty in all things in life. This is someone who is just filled with pure positive energy. They just radiate happiness and positivity. And I feel like when you come into this connection with this person, you're going to start to see things in a different way. Your world is just going to be opened up to things. It's going to be a marriage filled with travel. It's going to be a marriage filled with joy. There's going to constantly be excitement, okay? This isn't a boring connection. This is something where you guys are constantly, doing things together. There could also be an aspect that this person may need to travel for work, and there is a restriction between the relationship of distance commonly. So like maybe they might leave, every year, twice a year, for like a month to a different country, and you don't see them, that sort of thing. They might be a little bit disconnected in that way, since I do feel like their career or their projects are important to them. However, they're always going to try to make you a responsibility in their life. They want to take care for you. They want to provide for you. They want, to be that sort of person who is able to protect a family, the sort of person who is able to, provide for you and for your future family. Because I do feel like this is a relationship where you guys will probably have children, especially with I affirm that all life is sacred. It feels like there will definitely be maybe a pregnancy at some point with this person, and maybe multiple, and that children will be an extremely important part in your life, because there is this constant like youthfulness in this relationship. And I feel like that's a huge theme with you guys, is youth and innocence. So I feel like at one point children are going to be brought into the mix, whether they're, you know, your children or adopted children, which eventually obviously become your children, or pets possibly if you don't want children. But I feel like that is going to be brought in at one point to continue with that cycle of youthfulness and play. All right, group number 2, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Always love to hear what you guys think. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, group number 3, if you chose this beautiful crystal, this will be your reading. This reading is for all sexualities, all genders. This is just completely open to everybody. I just wanted to clarify that here. And the tarot cards are going to describe what the person that you're going to be marrying is like. And we're going to use the oracles to see more of what that connection will be like, what that relationship will be like, okay? So let's get started with who it is that you are going to be marrying. We have the King of Swords. Okay, the Prince of Swords, very masculine energy. Doesn't mean it has to be a man, just they're very masculine in energy. Justice. The Four of Wands. The Four of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. Okay, immediately this person could, give me a second. Okay, this person most likely works in some sort of law system, court system, judicial system. They could be a lawyer, they could be a police officer, they could be maybe even like a security guard or something, but they definitely have a lot of air, and we have justice here, so they probably work in something to do with law. Okay, extremely masculine energy. This is a defender, a protector. They have also Leo, could be a huge possibility. This line is just like jumping out to me. They are very, very, very big protectors. This is somebody who values his family and values his relationships with people, or their relationship with people. They are super, super, super protective of those in their life. This person does not want other people to mess with anybody that they care about, okay? We have very, very masculine energy, okay? They pride themselves in being masculine. That's what I feel like. So again, it doesn't have to be a male, but they really I'm at a loss for words today. I keep getting tongue-tied. What is it? They fully embrace the masculinity that they hold, okay? They have very, very dominant energy. When you meet them, you're probably going to be very, very charmed by them, okay? Because they give off that sort of protector feeling. They might be a little bit possessive. That's what I feel like. They could be a little bit possessive. This is someone you probably don't want to get into an argument with, because they're so well spoken and they know so much that even if you are right, they'd still somehow find a way to make you wrong. Okay? They value happiness. They value peace. They value their own self-care, their own mental health, their physical health. They actually really care about their health, whether, again, that's mental or physical or emotional. They don't like things to disturb their peace, to disturb their happiness. I feel like that's also why they're so protective and defensive in relationships and in their career and their position, because they value their own happiness and their own peace so much. They don't want something to come in and mess with that, okay? When you meet them, yeah, they're immediately going to take to you, but so are you going to take to them. And once you enter this person's sphere of like close friends and close relationships, you're like, that's it. Like, they're with you, and they're probably not going to let you go, not that you'd want them to. They're going to be very protective of you, and if you guys have children in the future, some sort of pets or animals, they are going to be very protective of their children. Extremely, extremely smart people. This is someone who is filled with knowledge. They are logical, okay? Very, very logical. Their emotional intelligence might not be at the highest, but their actual intellectual intelligence is. They might know things just like randomly. Like, this is the sort of person you can just ask any random question like in the universe, and they'll probably have an answer for it. They probably read a lot. I feel like they're very fit. They just have a very domineering presence. Like, look at this card. We have the lion in the back, but even though the lion is here, this person, this male, is just even more alluring, not alluring, but like, it's just, he's more present than the lion. And even though we associate lions with power, and the lion could definitely take down this person, him having this like dominant stance, we see him as having more power than the lion. And this person, this future spouse, is a lion. Okay, they are strong, they are confident, they are driven, very, very masculine energy, very protective energy. What else do we see here? Yeah, they like balance in their life, okay? Even though they're kind of like, their energy is a little bit intense, when it comes to how they live their life, they like things to be a specific way. Like I said, they value peace. They value their own peace. And so if things are put out of place, or if someone's moving something around or changing the way they do something, or their routine is switching up, they don't like that. They like when things are a specific way. Okay, let me see what else we have here with this connection. You have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, this person, huge communicator. They probably don't shut up. Okay, they talk a lot, but you love to listen to them. Everybody loves to listen to them. They're like the person that when you walk in the room, you're just gonna sit down and listen to their stories. You don't have to know them. You don't have to, have ever talked to them before, but you're just gonna get like pulled into one of their stories, into one of their explanations, and you're just gonna feel so like swept up in what they're saying, even if it makes absolutely no sense to you. Okay, they want to know you. That's something that you're going to be like really stricken by the first time you like speak with them, is how much they value knowing about you and what you're like and what your life is like and what you've been through. This is someone who is actually going to listen to you. They're huge talkers, but they're also huge listeners, and you're going to feel really appreciated. With engagement here, this could happen pretty quickly, especially with this, like, again, this lion personality, this almost protective, a little bit possessive feeling. I feel like this is someone who's going to want to move into commitment stage pretty fast. But I really don't sense like any restriction from you or any pushback. It kind of feels like it's going to feel right between the two of you. Let me see what else we have here. You have the cow, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. The raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. And the eagle, so we have pure animals. Spirit, integrity, connection to the angel realm. When you finally meet this person, look for synchronicities in your life. This could be like repeated numbers, or you might even see an animal constantly, or feathers on the ground. You're going to start to notice these synchronicities, and that's how you're going to realize that this person is coming into your life. I also feel like maybe you'll be having like a lot of deja vu, and when you meet this person, you'll have that sense of deja vu, or of something they said maybe, or just of their appearance in general. You're going to feel like you've seen them before. But this is a new connection. This connection is going to, you guys together are going to build some sort of empire. That's what I'm feeling, okay, with nourishment and abundance. And the cow is extremely, extremely, extremely lucky. And you guys are going to know how to communicate so well with one another that you're going to be able to create this sort of business, whatever that may be, but it's going to change your lives, and you're both going to be extremely abundant because of the relationship. I also feel like, again, there is huge communication in this relationship with asking and receiving. You know, when it comes to your sex life, when it comes to your, your going out life, your home life with this person, when you want something, or when you want to change something, or when you have some sort of issue, or you want to fix something, you know you can trust this person enough that you can ask them for something. Or you can be like, okay, well, you know how we haven't done so-and-so for a while? I thought we could, try this tonight, or blah, blah, blah. They're never going to judge you for that, because like I said, they value communication. They value talking with you and getting to know you. When you're fully in this connection, this is somebody that you're going to be yourself with. You're not going to have to pretend. You're not going to have to act differently. You're just going to be yourself, and they're going to love you for that. And that's why they're so protective over you, because they look at you like you're some sort of gem, like you're lucky to them. They love that about you. And the eagle, right? This is, again, integrity, spirit. They value things like family and love and peace. With connection to the angelic realm, I really feel like this is some sort of divine connection. That's why there's also the synchronistic events, the magic, the coincidence. This is somebody who's here and, in this universe, on this planet, to find their way to you and for you to find your way to them. Because once you two meet, it's like, I don't like comparing people to objects, but two missing pieces of a puzzle. Like, okay, like you guys are going to not complete one another, but work so well together as two independent individuals that you're going to create beautiful things in your life. You're both independent. This is a relationship, like I said, you're not going to have to be different. You're not going to have to be somebody else. You don't have to please this person. They're going to like you just the way you are, and you're going to like them just the way they are. So this is not two halves of a whole. This is two wholes coming together. Okay, and we have here, I hold purity in high esteem, and I spread joy. Yeah, you guys, I feel like as a relationship, like as a pair, both of you are going to be really entertaining. Like if you have any sort of party or any gathering to go to eventually with this person, people are going to love seeing you two, because they feel like it's a really awesome connection and that both of you work so well together, and it's very happy, it's very positive. You might have moments where they could be a little bit suffocating, but I feel like with the communication, it's something you guys can work through pretty quickly and pretty easily. And holding purity in high esteem, like I said, they like to talk. They like honesty. They don't like fakeness. They don't like someone who isn't being themselves. And that's why in this relationship, it's so important for you to truly embrace who you are. They want you to be the best version of yourself, not the best version that they have envisioned in their mind, but the best version of you that there is in general. And it doesn't matter what that is. This person could be, I don't know, this person could be like the richest person on earth, and they value people who love to work super, super hard. But let's say maybe your highest version of yourself is you just want to sit and meditate all day outside. That's who you have to show up as, because they honor truth. They honor, true people, being your true self. That's just an example, like an idea of like a metaphor I'm trying to push, That's probably not it either, but that's okay. So yeah, with this person, it's all about you being you and them being them. There's no changing one another. This isn't, you're two halves of a whole. This isn't, I feel complete when I'm with you. No, you feel complete when you're alone with yourself. He or she or they feel complete when they're with themselves. But when you two come together, it's like this explosion of just good energy, and you want to be together. Both of you are choosing to spend your time together. All right, group number 3, that is what I feel with your pile. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I always love to hear what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, group number 4. As the sun is setting, we finally get to your group with the blue calcite. This is your reading. I just wanted to make it clear that this reading is open to all genders, all sexualities. This is just a general reading for absolutely everybody. So this does apply to you. And the tarot cards will be used to see what your future spouse is like, and the oracle will use it to see more of what this connection, this marriage will be like. All right, so let's get into it. We have the Prince of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Okay. This person, I already feel that they are definitely very financially abundant with Prince of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and even with the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. This is somebody who is financially abundant, materially abundant, okay? They have money. They have wealth. This is interesting because with the Eight of Swords, I feel like they might have always believed that when they finally acquired their job, or when they finally acquired the right amount of money, they were going to feel fully happy, or they were going to feel complete. But I think this isn't necessarily true. And since they have reached a form of abundance in their life, they still feel like they're missing something. There might be a little bit of disconnection with themselves. They're not very reflective. There is a lot of like, I don't want to say shallow here, but it's very like surface loving things, okay? This is someone who likes to buy stuff. This is someone who likes to flaunt their money just a little bit, but they've also worked extremely hard for it, okay? This is someone who has planned things out. They've worked for it. They also might have gotten pretty lucky with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, like I said, they worked for it. We have the Prince of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. They know how to handle their money really, really well. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Star, this could be that they came into some sort of very large inheritance. They might have won some sort of lottery, but it was like unexpected wealth very, very fast. That's what I feel like here. This is somebody who is mature, but they're also dreamers. It's, I get this feeling, it's not like insufficient, but they want so much, but they want things because they sometimes feel empty within, and they're not really sure how to fill that void, so they fill it with things. I think that's one of their biggest traits, okay? That's why they constantly buy stuff. That's why they fill their life with, you know, beautiful objects and dreams of, you know, beautiful houses and cars and watches or whatever, because they feel like by buying things, they're going to fill some sort of void within themselves. And I think that that is a pretty harsh thing that they're going to have to learn, that is not going to do that for them. They like to share their wealth. Okay, when you meet them, they're not going to be afraid to spend money on you. That's what I feel like. They're fine with sharing that wealth. They're fine with taking you on a date. They're fine with, you know, buying all of these things. However, as lucky as they are and as filled with, you know, abundance that they are, this Eight of Swords just calls to me so strongly, and it feels like they have created almost like a trap for themselves. So the way they're making this money could also be in some sort of unfulfilling job where they kind of feel trapped. let me see what comes up with the relationship to see if there's anything that points to this. We have, it is safe for you to love, and very soon. Okay, so this could be a connection that's coming in very soon. This person is going to take care of you. Okay, they're gonna love you. They're not gonna hurt you. They might be pretty untrustworthy. No, not untrustworthy. They might not be very trusting. Sorry. They don't let people in so easily into their life. That's really what I feel like. They are protective of themselves, particularly. That's, again, that Eight of Swords. I feel like they've built almost like a barrier around themselves, and they're trying to fill, you know, this barrier with things to please them, but they don't always feel pleased. So they're not super trusting, but when they meet you, it's going to be like things are going to start to change. They're going to start to realize more things about what life is about. Okay, let me see here. We have the Stag, pride, and leadership. Yeah, I feel pride is a big thing here. The Serpent, knowledge and healing. And protection. Look at that, what I said, a boundary. Yeah, this person has great wealth. Okay, they're filled with things, but they need some inner loving, inner work, okay, inner healing. They know so much and they have such an ability to grow even larger, but they need to address the trauma maybe within themselves. There's almost like this feeling of insufficiency, like they're making so much money and they're making so much success in whatever their company is, but they don't feel happy with themselves. And I feel like this is something that's sort of blanketing the reading. It's like the relationship is obviously here, and this is, oh, who are you marrying reading, but their energy feels like right now it's so focused on this feeling of insufficiency that I'm not even being allowed to see so much into the marriage itself, but rather into this person. So they are kind. Okay, I'm going to start off with saying that this is not somebody who is aggressive. This is not somebody who is rude. They are extremely kind. They might just not be super open. They might be a little bit cold, a little bit closed off. They might come from a sort of family where there was a lot of pressure put on them to be successful. And that's why it's become such a huge part in their life. Like when they finally meet you, they're going to feel like, they might be scared at first because they're going to feel like, oh no, my wall is cracking and I don't know what to do if that wall breaks down. You know, who am I going to be? But they're very nurturing. I feel like when they finally open up and they finally give you their trust, they're going to care for you. That was the first thing I heard when I pulled these cards, was this is someone who's going to care for you. This is someone who wants to better themselves so that you can be happy, which obviously isn't the best reason to better oneself, but they don't know any other way to do it. With the knowledge and healing, I'm getting very big like Tesla energy. I know that sounds weird, but I'm feeling like someone like Elon Musk, like a pioneer in some sort of way. Maybe like he owns a startup, or they own a startup company of some sort, but it feels like they got really, really lucky with something they created, and it's now being turned into something extremely, extremely large. Again, when you meet this person, they are going to want to share the wealth. With the Star here, I feel like when you're with them, it's going to feel like there's this constant influx of luck and wishes come true and dreams coming true. Maybe you've always wanted to travel and this person takes you on, you know, a round trip to see all of the countries you've ever seen. They want to spoil you. They want to give you everything you've ever wanted to be happy. The only thing that's missing is their own happiness. And as much as you make them happy, it's a little bit like the wealth thing. They can have the most amazing and beautiful things, but until they learn to address this almost like a little bit of a void within themselves, it's not going to match up to that. And so sometimes they fill that with things, or they fill that with pleasing you and not themselves. So this is something that, you know, should be kept in mind with this person. We have here, I communicate with compassion, and I honor animals with reverence. They might have an animal, okay? They might have an animal when you meet them. That could be one of like the first things that you notice about them is they have like a really unique animal. It could be like a bird, could be a cat, could be a dog, but it's something kind of very unique that's going to call out to you. Could be a snake, okay? Could be a snake, because this is what was pulling my eye, excuse me. We have, I communicate with compassion. They're going to open up to you. Like I said, they have these walls built up and they're not super trusting, but when they meet you, they finally feel like they can trust you. I mean, look how beautiful this card is. Like, even if you're not a female, this is how they see you. They see you as someone, look at her heart chakra. They see you as someone who's just so open to receiving, you know, their conversation. They feel like when they're with you, you accept them as they are. You don't need to see this perfect version of them to be happy. This relationship feels like it's going to revolve around a lot of healing with one another, but particularly with this person. I feel like you might have, they might have gone through a lot of stuff and possibly even more than you, but they haven't learned to deal with it correctly, or not necessarily correctly, but they haven't learned to deal with it in a way that betters them, where I feel like you have a better understanding of being open and talking with people to get through pain and journaling and those sorts of things that allow you to heal. This is a relationship that's going to be filled with learning from each other, learning lessons and healing with one another, which is beautiful, I think. But yeah, I feel like this person, their feelings of a little bit of insufficiency, which is the word that keeps coming up, insufficiency, is kind of blanketing this reading a little bit because it is very intense within them. When you meet them, that could be something that's very, very standoutish to you, and you're going to realize that. But this person will let down their walls when they're with you, and they're going to let you in, and it's going to be a healing process for both of you. And I think this relationship is going to end up being extremely, extremely beautiful. And you're both going to care for each other a lot. And this person is going to be very protective over you because they feel like you're one of the first people they've finally been able to let in without feeling any fear of judgment or fear of comparison. And they want to make sure they're not losing you, okay? Because you are a goddess to them, okay? You are a goddess to them. And I think that's beautiful. All right, group number 4, that's really all I see for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I always love to hear what you guys think. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.